Let's get the bottom line and go to Chief Washington Correspondent George Stephanopoulos. Good morning, George.
Hey, Diane.
Let me ask you about what Barbara just said. We know that John McCain, Senator McCain, goes around and he smiles and he says he just wishes Sarah Palin well. But tell me what's really going on inside the McCain camp, and I mean at the top level, Senator McCain himself about this week.
I think he's just wishing that Sarah Palin would go away, but he knows there's nothing he can do about it. As Kate Snow reported yesterday, there has been a conference call between Senator McCain and his top aides. He understands that they're going to try to, what they, in their minds, correct the record. And they've been doing that all weekend. People like the former campaign manager Steve Schmidt saying that most of what Sarah Palin has written is complete fiction. But he also hopes that once they defend themselves, get their side of the story out, they quiet down and let this die down.
A long week for some of them in the McCain camp. Let's turn to the brand new Washington Post ABC News poll. Talk about the job approval rating and the health care numbers. What trajectory do they show? What do they mean for the president's decision making?
Well, first of all, on the president's job approval rating, still pretty healthy, 56%. Despite the fact that we have very high unemployment now, a real sour economy, and that's because basically people just like this president personally. He has a 61% favorable rating among the public for his personal bearing. They also, when they compare him to Republicans on just about every issue, the president has an advantage over Republicans. But health care is a tough slog. Diane, the public split right down the middle, as you all reported earlier, on health care. 48% favor, 49% oppose. And most Americans believe that their own health care is going to get worse rather than better under these reform plans, especially on the issue of costs. Look at these numbers. 56% think national costs are going to go up, 54% believe their own costs are going to go up, and 60% believe this will shut down private insurers. Now, Republicans are encouraged by these numbers. They believe this shows the public is on their side as they're resisting health care reform. What Democrats in the White House say is they know these numbers are going to be tough until they pass the bill, but they believe that if the bill passes, the public will reward them for getting something big done, and if it fails, there will just be a complete collapse of the president's support.
And as the president gets ready to make his decision about troops in Afghanistan, any headlines there?
No decisions yet, although White House aides say the president is closing in on the decision. We're still looking at that timeline, either right before or right after Thanksgiving. Interesting, Diane, the president is getting his highest ratings from the American public right now on foreign affairs. They like the way he is handling international diplomacy.
All right, George, thanks to you.